Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Holly. Today I have a very exciting plan with me to do. I am going to be using the Glam Planner Halloween kit. So I am super excited. It's this beautiful kit that creates a scene. We'll get into that in a moment, but I am really excited to use this kit. I was kind of torn between whether to use it this week or next week, but I have a different kit that is kind of Halloween themed still, but not as like you know, pumpkins and jack-o'-lantern style Halloween that I think I'll use next week, since Halloween is technically next week, but I feel like this is all the build up and kind of getting excited for it. So I am very excited to use this kit. And you might have noticed something different. I am in a new planner today. There will be a haul up later this week from Erin Condren talking about why I did decide to go with the Erin Condren for 2017. As you can see, it's a neutral planner with a gold coil. I had been planning on waiting to switch over this, but honestly, I thought it would look so beautiful in the neutral planner with the black dates and the orange flags and everything that I was like, oh, I need to be in the neutral planner this week, so I switched a little earlier than I was planning. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I really was torn on my strategy for how I wanted to do this kit. I did somehow lose or misplace or accidentally threw out the extra quote box that she gave that said, like, it was something about like when black cats prowl and pumpkins gleam, or I don't know, something, you know, may luck be yours on Halloween. I don't know. I can't find it anywhere. Probably because it was small, it fell out somewhere. But anyway, so I don't have that to work with. So I think what I want to do is just place the scene at the top. I really don't want to cover this scene with like half boxes or anything. It's just too pretty. Even though I still definitely need to find a way to make this planner functional for me. So I am going to put this at the top with no headers or anything, because this is really just going to be decoration. I thought about covering up the dates. Oh, and I'm going to put it into the sidebar a little because she does have the full 8 here, and I thought it would look cool to stretch over into the sidebar, and this lines up perfectly with the header as well. So thought this would look pretty neat. But yeah, I need to figure out, so I do actually have, next weekend is a very busy weekend. I actually have a wedding, and it's not Halloween themed because the girl hates Halloween, but they were able to get a good price on doing the wedding that weekend, and it's like a Sunday night wedding, so it's literally the night before Halloween with no Halloween theme. So sorry, Sam, I am going to have to not do a wedding themed spread for your birthday or for your wedding because of Halloween. But anyway, so I need to find a way to actually put my plans in. So we're gonna see how this goes. Okay, that looks super cool. I love that. I'm gonna take the weekend banner right now before I forget. It's on this deco sheet, and just put it at the top here, because I don't feel like those decorations are particularly special, so I don't mind covering them a little bit there. Okay, so we have that. Next, I'm gonna do the bottom washi. I was debating kind of doing the bottom washi like underneath the scene, but it doesn't stretch all the way into there, and I think this will be good to just do it down here like normal. Okay, and then next up, should I do the to-dos? This is like, I would totally not do this style of kit every week. It's just not functional at all. Like, this looks so cool and is totally beautiful, but this is not functional planning. Let's all just get on the same page there. This is not for function. It just looks cool. So I kind of want to take these and maybe just put these here. I'm gonna hold off on the weekend days, actually. I might not put them down on the weekends because it is a super busy weekend. And I don't really know how many to-dos I'm gonna get done, so I'm gonna hold off on those for a second. Next, I wanna try and figure out, okay, what do I wanna put in my sidebar? What do I wanna put in little things? I have only one of these weekly things, so I was debating whether I wanted to use that for meals or YouTube. She does have the meal little things. I don't love the idea of breaking up this kind of gray, but let's see how that would look. It's like not ideal, but we might have to do this. What if we pulled this down a little to leave a little bit of white space? This is the beauty of matte washi. I know a lot of people are moving to the glossy washi, but the matte washi you can pick up and reconfigure. Okay, we're gonna try that and then maybe put the meals kind of into that white space a bit. Like this. I think that works, because then you still see more of the fence. If I hadn't moved it down, it would be covering up a lot of the fence, I think. Okay, I think that looks okay. It's a little uneven on the amount of white space, but I'm just gonna let it be. So next I want to finish out the sidebar. I am going to flip you guys here. Oh, oops. Flip you here. And I definitely want to put in a YouTube schedule with this. So I'm going to grab a, maybe I'll just take this schedule one. That's kind of cute. And I'm not going to do washi because I just want to fit in the most possible into the sidebar, and the washi takes up extra room even though it does look nice. And then I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna use the littles header in my spread because they'll just take up too much room. So I'm actually just gonna take a littles header over here. And I'm gonna take this habit tracker. There's only one. I like to have two, but I can put it in my personal planner instead. I am gonna grab a Clean These. And I guess I'll grab a Buy These because I do need to buy, oh, will it fit? Not quite. You know what we could do? Oh, I kind of like how we could take this everything up a bit. Oh, this is going to be a pain. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to move everything up a little bit so that it fits better. Okay, so you guys cut out at some point. I went ahead and fixed the sidebar so that I just brought it up a little bit and then could fit everything in the sidebar that I wanted to. And I think that looks pretty good. I don't love how crammed this is looking, but this is gonna be a weird week. I think we're already established that. So next I do want to actually try to fill in some of the today section. I am leaning towards not putting the to-do headers down. I don't know. I was wondering, like, is there any way to put it like, so I only have this much showing? Is that like, I don't really need all 5 every day, just for how I personally operate. I rarely use. It actually doesn't look bad besides that little dot at the bottom. Can you guys even tell? Like, is that gonna bother me all week or am I gonna be fine with it? I think I could be fine with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. And given that, I think I am gonna put some on the weekend too. On Sunday especially, I know I will be, like, the wedding is until 3:30, so I know I'll try to get some filming and stuff done beforehand. So I definitely want to have a to-do list to reference, I think, for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this and do that header kind of weird, like that. Actually, guys, what do we think about that? I actually think that looks kind of cool like that. Like, it almost looks like a clipboard. We're gonna do it that way. Yeah, I actually really like that. I think that looks kind of cool and like intentional as opposed to like trying to cover up stuff accidentally. So, okay. Wow, we have like this much room to work with, which is like one half box, but we have a lot of little things too. Obviously the half boxes, and then she does also have these more appointment size labels, which I think are a good size. So I'm debating whether I want to do the today headers or not. I kind of want to, but I'm torn because it'll just take up extra room. And I don't really feel like I need them to know that it's today. So I think I'm gonna skip the today headers and just kind of extend into this with the washi. I think that'll look very cool. And I have my pre-planning here, and I don't have like, I mean, the weekend is busy, but the my regular week, I just have like one happy hour and then like my workouts like I normally like to mark down. So I'm going to do that with these and kind of go through. I think I'm going to go through and fill every like the white space in with washi and stuff, and I'll come back and like talk you guys through what actually everything is, if that makes sense. Okay guys, so that definitely looks a little cramped. I'm not like totally in love with it, but I think it's gonna have to be what it's gonna be. Now that I'm looking at it, I am just gonna throw in a half box on Wednesday. I don't quite know what's going on that day yet, or I don't really have plans, but I know it'll be like a YouTube catch-up kind of night, so I can put that, maybe I'll just put this little planner there. So I can mark that, fit like doing that kind of thing. So I'm debating whether I want to use these little flags or not. I actually kind of like the orange. I don't feel like I really need them. So I'm gonna leave that as is. So now let's go through and actually plan out what these things are. I have some icons here, but I'll also pull in some of my own stuff. So on Monday, this is just marking down that I'm going for a run in the morning. She does not have any workout icons, but as we all know, I have plenty, so let me get those out. So I have my little running men from Scribble Prints Co. I think this little orange one will look good there. That is for the run, and then Tuesday night we are going to a fitness class. She definitely doesn't have anything, right? No. I'm gonna grab these It's Planning Time workout stickers. I think these are cute, so I'm gonna put this here. And then that already has a planner to mark down that it is working on YouTube, but I think I'm also just gonna take this little clapper to kind of put that there for a little bit of extra decoration. And then Thursday I'm gonna go for a run in the morning. So I almost don't really feel like I need a little, I'll just take one of these little asterisks. This is perfect to mark that down. Actually, I think I'm going spinning that morning, not running. But anyway, an exercise in the morning, and then Thursday night I have a happy hour. I kind of want to save these for the wedding. Maybe I'll actually get out something like more decorative for the wedding itself. So I'll just put that on Thursday night. Friday, I wanted to mark down some sort of exercise that morning. I don't know quite what it's going to be, so I'm just going to take a sneaker from Planner-esque. I think this is a good color. Maybe I'll take the darker orange. Yeah, that works. And then the Saturday, I have two things on Saturday. I have a cider fest, which is like cider and food trucks, and super excited. And then we have the rehearsal welcome dinner kind of thing that night. It's not like a formal rehearsal dinner. It's super casual, and we just have to make like, we're just gonna go for a little bit. So I have to get out my beer stickers for Cider Fest because there's gonna be like cider and beer. These are also from Planner-esque. I'm just gonna take this orange one here. Kind of covers up that little pumpkin, but I think that's cute. And then I'm gonna take, does she have like an eating one for, no, she does not, for the rehearsal dinner thing. I don't know what to use. Maybe I'll just use the clock. And then on to Sunday. Sunday morning, I definitely want to try it and work out before the wedding in the morning. Not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm just going to take a weights icon from Planner-esque as well. I'll stick to this dark orange color here. And then this is the wedding. So I do have this beautiful deco that is actually from Glam Planner herself. And I'm definitely going to use some of this in other spreads that I do this week for the wedding. But for this, at least I'm going to take this because I think that's super cute. And maybe I'm trying to think if any of these colors really go. Like, does that? I don't feel like that looks like horrible, right? Or maybe it does. Maybe the top hat, would that be so weird? Oh, I ripped it, shoot. Guys, now I feel like I have to use it. Okay, that'll have to be good enough because I definitely broke that top hat, but that's okay. So that I think actually looks pretty cute and the colors don't clash too bad. So I think we are looking pretty good. The only question is whether I want to bring in any of this extra deco to the top. I kind of want to just because the spread is clearly over the top anyway. So like, why not just go crazy with it? You know what I mean? Okay, so I put just a little bit of that deco at the top. Obviously the bigger pieces couldn't really fit in, but that's okay. I did decide that this workout sticker is kind of, ooh, I ripped it. Ooh, oh no. Okay, so we won't be able to reuse that, but I decided that it was kind of bugging me. I didn't really feel like it fit with the style of the spread to have the words there. So instead I'm just gonna take a little kettlebell and put that here. I think that's just a little simpler. There were no other like script icons, so I just thought it looked kind of weird. So I think that's everything. I'm gonna go through now and fill it out. I think this looks pretty neat. It's definitely not a wet, well, I'll talk about it later, but let me go ahead and fill everything out and then I'll come back. Okay, so we have filled in what I know so far. I am really liking how this looks. I think it's a beautiful kit. Let me show you what I have left and then I'll just kind of talk about my thoughts generally here. So definitely a lot of deco left. I just think with such a decorative spread that you're not going to use a lot of this, but that's okay, it's leftover. One checklist. I used up all of the full boxes and all of the little labels on that spread and then or on that sheet, and then all the full boxes here and quite a few icons left. Some of this functional stuff left. Used up almost all of the washi and really didn't use many of the headers or little things this week, but that was just kind of an active choice to save space. So I think this looks super cool for a holiday week, but I could never like plan like this normally. Like I felt like I had no room. It's so beautiful, but at the same time, like I felt like I couldn't functionally plan like this. I mean, this would be awesome for like scrapbooking basically, but I think I do like my planner, even though obviously I like it to look pretty. I do like it to be a little bit more functional than this. And you know, that's just personal preference. I think a lot of the newer Glam Planner kits are going to maybe more of a model of doing stuff like this. Like I know some of her newer pre-releases had these, and I just think it's not going to be for me. It's almost stressful to try and like figure out how to fit everything in. I am glad with how I ended up working it and how it ended up looking, but it was like, it wasn't that functional, and it kind of like stressed me out to try and fit everything in. So I do think it looks super cool. I think something like this is super fun to do for a special holiday week, just not every week, at least for me. So I am super curious to hear how you guys ended up organizing this, if you're using the same kit. I know, you know, some people had mentioned to me in the comments of my haul that they had purchased it as well. So I'm super curious how you are arranging it. I was trying to like look on Instagram for inspiration, but like not many people people had posted their spreads yet. So definitely let me know what you end up doing with this kit or how you would have approached the full boxes. Definitely curious to hear. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and definitely subscribe to see more Erin Condren videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.